Okay, so, hey everyone. It is probably around noon, right about now. My clock is really inappropriately at the wrong time. So let me check to see what time we actually have. Okay, it's 12:05. Let me fix my clock, everyone. See, what happens is... Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And this is where this is the Saturday stream where I play something on my PS4. If I could figure out how to get my Xbox 360 to stream without too much hassle, I might do that as well. But at the moment, hey, I got it set up. Hey, Krellin, how you doing? So my clock is all fixed. This is the Saturday stream where I do PS4 stuff. It has been 2 weeks, a fortnight since I last streamed because I had a keynote speech I had to fly off to, and I had a tournament I had to go to. Hey, Paladin! So many landscapes. I'm so excited. So I've got some folks here. I know, right? Oh, is my delay really bad? That's quote-unquote exciting. So let's do it. Where were we? What were we doing? Let's Oh, I'm supposed to press my options button to connect to the servers, I suppose. So apparently only microphone is because I've entered a block scene. But the block scene, I think, should only be me connecting to the Dragon Age servers, and then everything should be fine. Okay, I should be in, I hope. Alright, so we are trying to figure out what is going on. Yeah, right, so we are trying to go and figure out what's going on with this mage rebellion. That is where we're at. Because we went to go to talk to the mages, that's where we're at, to see what they were doing, but then it turns out the lag between my two messages is your delay. Hey, Crit Witch. Huh. So where we're at, right, is that the Tevinter came in and have sort of basically taken over or enslaved all the mage rebels. It's and we're trying to figure out what's going on. So there's some kind of mystery. We're in Haven because I had to, get rid of some stuff, sell it. But let's go back to... Oh, well, let's see, actually, if we have anything in our... What do you call it? War table that we need to sort of take care of. And then we'll go back to the Frostback Mountains. Hey, I was looking. I really feel like that one place in the Storm Coast... I feel like we can get there. I've not figured out how to get there, but I think that we should be able to get there, that one part of the map. Thanks, random person. Much appreciated. I think we can get there. We're not going to worry about it right now. We're going to try to find out what's happening with the mages and the Tevinter Imperium. But we are, we're going to figure that out. Let's see. I hope everybody's doing well. So, yesterday, I was going to be very productive, but I took a quote-unquote nap for like 6 hours, so I was mostly asleep most of yesterday. I think I was maybe going to come down with some sort of cold, and then I didn't, because I slept. Oh, improved stability. We have a report ready. I could. We have sent our soldiers to the most troubled areas. We've received numerous letters of gratitude from people in Ferelden and Orlais. We are proving that trust in the Inquisition will be rewarded. Cullen. Well, that's nice. We've improved stability. Oh, gathering coin. General sort of getting gold from people. What else do we have? That's completed. Available. We're not going to deal with that just yet. What is this? Completed. Completed. So I think actually we're pretty good on this side. Let's see if there's anything in Orlais for us. What is this? Oh, report ready. Oh, this is our Red Jenny friend. Red Jenny says drop and grab. The papers we received from Sarah's friends document a lord's sabotage of a rival's marriage. Quite the scandalous affair. Very useful in plying our influence. Well, that's good to know. What do we have? We have this. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. Ooh, alright. The Inquisition is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I could make a difference. I have Grey Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed, when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Consider it, Warden Blackwall. We can only send Josephine, and I think we should. This could work. The Blight is but 10 years past, and Thetis remembers how we were saved. I can use the treaties, leverage the goodwill owed the Wardens, and use it for the Inquisition. Let's do that.
At your service.
I think that's a great idea. What else do we have? We have completed, and completed. So, let's just go and send some people to get a little extra money. It's to gather some coin. It's not a lot, but we'll do it.
All right.
And there's one thing that I didn't do that I forgot about that I feel like you all want me to do, and so I probably will. And you're like, what is this thing? I got the ability to make bee bombs, right? But I've not made them yet, so I think I should probably go to the alchemist and figure out how to make bee bombs. This is, because people have told me that they're cool. I don't even really know what they're about, but I feel like we should try and see what it's like to send a bomb of bees. Upgrade potions, equip potions. So I'm taking this. Alright, so let's see. Let's, jar of bees. Jar of bees. Let's, I don't even know, but let's do it. Okay.
Told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
I just want you to know that at this moment, we have some mysteriousness, and I don't even know what it's about. Can I increase healing? I cannot. I don't think I can upgrade anything else, can I? It doesn't look like it. Tonics? No. Tears of the Dead. Apparently bees are the ultimate weapon. I am excited to find out. What is this? Tears of the Dead. The next 3 hits inflict poison on the target, causing 44 damage per second for 15 seconds. Oh, well that seems fun. Maybe somebody will use it. And then grenades. Maybe we can upgrade our jar of bees in some way? Let's see. No, we need a lot of blood lotus for our jar of bees. I'm excited to find out what these bees look like. So let's go to our map and our world map, and we want to go to, what is this? The hinterlands, right? That's where we're hanging out. Yes. I also think we need to go back to the Storm Coast at one point in time, but it's okay. I'm just saying. See, this is a good question. I'm afraid that if they had in-flight fighting, then, you know, they wouldn't do the things we need them to do. They would fight each other and not ourselves. So I think we're going to hang out. This is where we're at. We're in dealing with the Chantry. Then we're fine. Then it's extra dangerous. So folks, we've got a thing here. We've got things down here that look exciting. Spirit in the Lake and the Ballad of Lord Wolseley. So wasps are super picky eaters. So we've got all these really great things we can do down here, but we're not going to do them yet. We're going to hang out and find out what's happening with our plot. Let's, oops. I just want to travel there. Apparently I can't travel there, so let's travel, I can travel here. Let's do it. Oh, I've got to pick my team. Right, I forgot. I have been taking Vivienne because she's super magic-y, Iron Bull for DPS, and Cassandra because she never dies. So that's our team so far. Hey, how's everybody doing, by the way? How are you this weekend? Are you excited? Is everything wonderful? Is everything terrible? I want to know how you all are. That's my question. Ooh, what's going to happen? So anyway, I'm a little sniffly, but I think I'm okay. And I've got so much work to do. But I feel like I should have a little bit of time playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and I'm excited for it. Beautiful music. Here we are.
There must be something here.
You think there's something here? Perhaps there is. I'm a bit anxious about my heat going out before Monday without me able to fix it quickly. Oh, yeah. Are you in a cold place? Because, it is cold where I'm at. What are we looking at? So, maybe over here somewhere? Clearly there's a thing, and I don't know... Oh, is the thing in this house, do you think? Yeah... So there's a cool thing apparently in here, but I cannot get into this house. Yeah, it's snowing where I'm at too. I'm getting that northeast sort of blizzard that is really fun and uplifting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. PH, you're in the. Oh, really? Oh, that's no good. PH does not live underwater. He's not Atlantean. He lives in the glory of Europe. Oh, there's a storyteller. I don't think I've spoken to her before.
Magic grows wild in the hills of Redcliffe.
Okay, well, that was nice. She didn't have much more to tell me. So, where are we going right now? Let's look at our map. So we're here. We've got two places I can't get into because I need to increase my ability to unlock doors. Yeah, yeah. So I just need to I need to get up north. Alright, well, let's do that. Let's see what we can learn. So, like the son of the Teventer guy wants to meet us and chat with us privately. Atlantis was a fairy tale about the Netherlands. I never knew that. The things you learn, and knowing is half the battle. I think we have to go a slightly different way to get there. I just went under the sea in my head. Under the sea. So, Paladin Hunk is actually a lobster sort of creature. Everyone in the Netherlands is actually a werelobster. These are things I had no idea about.
I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
yeah. Let's talk to this person. Were you really looking to ally with us? Well, yeah, mages should be free. That's what I think.
want this war to end without sending you back to the circle.
There has to be a way, right?
So, Cassandra and Vivienne
Think.
didn't approve.
Blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal. Have families. Use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to affect change.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
No, I don't think so. Tell me about yourself. Let's before we get into like the politics, let's warm him up by asking him about himself a little bit.
You seem young to be part of this.
I'm Lisas. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
So, Vivienne is a mage, but she is like the official, like she's the head mage for Orlais. She's really into the circle. She thinks the circle's really great. She's very pro-circle. So, and as for mages should be free, sounds good on paper, but really dangerous in practice. The problem is neither sort of option works well, right? I mean, the sort of strict control of the mages by the Templars leads to abuse. So I feel like maybe there is some other way, some third path that could be exciting. Right now it just looks all bad all the time. But my character, who's a Dalish, who believes in being free all over the place, would definitely think that mages should be free, even if sometimes they turn into, you know, blood mages and summon demons. Because, so here's the thing, the Dalish have mages that are not part of the circle, and they don't turn blood mage, like demons, they don't get possessed by demons all the time. So since my character sort of lives a life where there are mages who are not in circles, I don't think he would think that being in a circle is necessary. So let's ask what he thinks about Tevinter.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
Yeah, I'm sure there was all sorts of shenanigans with Tevinter coming in. I don't like it. When did the Magister come?
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
Be careful, my friend.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
Yeah.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
No, clearly there's something mysterious going on. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? Something mysterious? Alright. They're setting it up, right, to make it look like the Tevinter mages have just come in and brainwashed some people and done bad things. Yes, they do have their own problems. It is true. And certainly tribalism, but that's like sort of, I suppose, their whole point in certain ways. That they are, you know, tribalists. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Oh, but I really do like that Solus is super anti-Dalish. He doesn't like them at all. He's an elf and thinks Dalish are terrible. So that's interesting. I would love to know more about his point of view on the matter, but he's not talking to me about it. I think it's because I'm Dalish and he's, you know, not all that pleased.
Of course we called Tevinter. Who else?
Reverend Mother
My child.
Eglantine. Let's talk to her. Let's see what she has to say. Do you support the mages?
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Alright. Are you alone here?
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety.
Mm.
He refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
Do you support this alliance?
What are your feelings on the mages working with Tevinter?
The Imperium burned on Draste. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened, and I dread to learn what.
You know, I will say that all of these games so far
Maker speed you, my child.
have set up Tevinter as like super big bads in a black and white sort of a way, you know? Like they enslave people, it's mages gone wild, and not in a fun sort of spring break kind of a way, but in a bad destroy everybody sort of a way. And everybody I've met is sort of anti-Tevinter, but I really would like to know what the Tevinter point of view is on this, right? I mean, there's got to be more than one side of the story, and I would like to know what Tevinter's side is. So we have to go up the other direction, but I just want to see what's over here. A cliff. I'm not going to jump off this cliff, but it looks beautiful. I just imagine if I jumped off the cliff, I would die. Oh, what is that? It looks like some sort of metal. I don't know if I can get there, though. Huh. Well, Mages Gone Wild Spring Break. Just imagine it. Just imagine it. Just sort of like a... There's a lot of staves. So we're going to go and meet Felix, who's the son of the Tevinter head Grand Poobah, and he has something to tell us. Let's hope he's not dead when we get into the Chantry, because every time people are like, I have to tell you, like, Tevinter's point of view is probably Magneto. Oh, that could be true. I wonder, I just wonder what non-Tevinter mages are like. I just sort of want to know more about Tevinter. Maybe we get to go there. I don't know. Maybe we get to go there in this game. I have no idea, because this is a blind playthrough, and I've not spoiled myself. Yes. Oh, demons. Oh.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Oh, all right. Oh, we've got some killing. We've got some killing to do. Let's, what do we have? All right, we have, a lesser terror, another lesser terror, a rift, we have some bad things. It's all right. It's been 2 weeks, and so I'm a little, like, rusty. So let's, what do? I do my big, this one. All right. I'm gonna do that one. I think I actually hit the wrong thing. Yeah, I think I did. Not great, but it's all right. I don't even know what I'm doing. I've got all sorts of, you know what? I'm gonna head over here and try to disrupt this rift for a moment. I think that's... Oh, hi. Leave me alone. I'm gonna... Leave me alone. I'm being hit by bad guys all over the place. It makes me feel bad. I don't like it. I just want to disrupt the rift. That's all I want to do. I know, right? Hello, person with awesome mustache.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly?
Well, I don't know.
You don't even know, do you?
No.
You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Good question.
Getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
What's going on here? hold on a second. Let's investigate. Let's investigate. Yes, where is Felix? Maybe the Rift doesn't like being... Well, okay, this is entirely true. Maybe the Rifts don't like being disrupted. I mean, who likes being disrupted? I mean, I suppose it could be very distressing for a Rift. Maybe I should talk to the Rift first and say, hey, Rift, how do you feel about maybe ceasing to exist? I bet it would say no. Let's ask where Felix is.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Yeah, see, Alright, so if you guys don't watch a lot of noir or read a lot of crime books from the 50s and 60s, whenever somebody tells you they have some secret to tell you and they'll meet you later, they always end up dead. I just wish they would tell you right then and there. Well, let's find out what's wrong with Felix.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
And you are a Magister?
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
That's funny. So, I wonder what the difference is. Well, I want to know about the Magisterium. So let's, why would you help us? No, let's ask if he sent the note.
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? That's exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
Oh. That sounds bad. To get here before me, that's ridiculous. One, we live in a world of dragons and magic, so clearly it's not ridiculous. To get here before me, that seems... Clearly we're going to say that sounds bad. Yes.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
So do we... Alright, people. Peanut Gallery. If you know, don't say. If you don't know, then we can speculate. Do you think it was Tevinter who caused the big rift in the sky in the first place? Are they the big villains, or is it someone else? That's a question. I don't know. This is a lot to swallow. No, I don't think it is. Do you have evidence? Let's go with that one. I don't trust you as a needlessly hostile. We'll go with, do you have evidence?
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough.
Hey, Felix.
Getting suspicious.
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why me? Oh, Josephine's ready to report in. That's nice. So, let's investigate. Let's find out what we have here. Yeah, probably some mages somewhere, always. Why are you telling me this? No, let's say, why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
I wonder, the Venatori, I wonder if they are. Let's ask just why he's telling me this.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Dorian's funny. He's got snark. I like it. So how do we stop him? I'm flattered. He doesn't scare me. He doesn't scare me as unneedlessly boastful. It's needlessly boastful. We don't need it. I'm flattered seems a little bit strange. We'll just go with how do we stop him.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
Yeah, seriously.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Ooh. That's ominous. I feel like we should just have lunch in Tevinter, you know? See what it's like. Well, that was a cutscene. So apparently we should return to the war room is what they're saying. I don't know if we should return to the war room. I think we should maybe do a couple of things here in the hinterlands while we're here. I mean, if we're here, we might as well. I don't know. So we have a subsect cult of Tevinter people who are bad. And we have two people who are Tevinter who are meeting who don't seem so bad. So again, I want to know more about the perspective of Tevinter people and, you know, what their beliefs are, what they think. I suppose it seems like not all Tevinter people are supremacists. I also do want to point out that Orlais has initiated 4 exalted marches against Tevinter on 4 occasions in religious wars. I imagine being attacked by Orlais.
The malcontents pledged themselves to Tevinter and joined a cult.
I don't
hardly wait to see what comes next.
We must untangle this quickly. The breach will not wait on our intrigues.
This is all true, and I'm sure they didn't realize they were joining a cult, Vivienne. I doubt that as a matter of fact, I doubt they sort of joined willingly in the first place. Sure. I think we've already spoken to you, though. Yeah, we've already spoken to you. Let's see. Let's check our map and see what we can do while we're here. Why don't we, what is this? This is more Red Lyrium. But why don't we... Yeah, this is what I'm thinking, right? It's basically Byzantium. Exactly, Krellin. And like what Orlais is France, and why don't we go here and check this lake? Since it looks like we can do that. What is all of this, by the way? There's some shards. What is this? More shards. More shards. Oh, lots of shards. And we do need shards. We could head there. We could head there. But let's go to this lake. Yeah, so I'm thinking let's go there. Right, Tevinter is basically Byzantium. Orlais is France. Ferelden is basically the United Kingdom. Antiva is Spain. It seems like Kirkwall, all of those sort of the free marches seem to be sort of the Germanic lands in some way. I don't have all of their maps though. I don't have all the countries sort of parallel sort of worked out just yet. So I suppose we're going to go south and see if we can get into this lake area, I'm thinking. Just to see what we've got. So we need to be over there. I don't know. Let's just see. Oh, and there might be some things we can kill so I can remember how to fight again. Who are these people? Let's kill them. I think it'll be fine. And we're just gonna get rid of most of them. It'll be excellent. Yeah. That was... Yeah. Oh, you think so? You think the Free Marches are the Holy Roman Empire? Yeah. 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 Although, the only thing is that the Holy Roman Empire was sort of a big deal. What are we killing right now? Oh, dead. And I always sort of felt that the Free Marches were less... Are we killing more people? It seemed to me that the Free Marches were less powerful than the Holy Roman Empire. And I was thinking that because of their sort of the existence of free cities, it sort of reminded me of sort of the Hansestädte, the Hanseatic League. So yeah, right? So we're still trying to head... So I need to hit this one to get my... Alright. I'm just sort of trying to figure out what we got going on here. Yeah. I think the Holy Roman Empire just seemed a little bit more powerful to me. Alright, here's our lake. Right? This is our lake. And we have... Oops. Oh, I'm too far north. We want to head south some more. And maybe get to the other end of this lake. We'll get some Blood Lotus. Yeah. Well, that's true. As I imagine the end of your sentence is fighting each other. And that is true. I suppose that, I mean, and it's not like they're not what do you call it? I'm getting some plants, by the way. And it's not like Kirkwall and them are slouches. They seem to be somewhat powerful in a way. And people did, right, they did survive the Blight. I think that's fair. But now there's another place that, yeah, there's another place that has been mentioned, that's not Antiva. It's, what's the other place? I think it's where Josephine is from, or is she Antivan? No, it starts with a B. I think it's where, Cassandra's from, right? There's another country, and I'm trying to figure out what there's probably an Italy in there somewhere, right? I imagine. She's from, but, I wish I could remember. But there's a name. She's, Navarra, that's it. So the question is, what is Navarra? I think I have to head around. I think I can't walk through. Do you think Navarra is Italy? These are questions I have. So, what is all of this? It's a beautiful waterfall, and our strange sort of, what do you call it? Geologic features, which, these kind of strange step-like stones. What do you think is up here? Do you think we can just see? I suppose we should just... Oh, hey. They're bad guys. I think we should kill them. That's all. Ooh. I just got hit with something. Rude. So... Yes, because Cassandra's from Navarra, and she's one of these, dragon hunters.
Or Carter, taking advantage of the Circle's fall to smuggle lyrium.
Interesting. Let's see what's in there, shall we? We discovered a new thing. I enjoy discovering new things. Get some iron. I wish I've got to find a map of, the place. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I don't have a key. Gosh darn it. I don't get to find out the secrets. I will find out the secrets later. Just not at this moment. Alright. I'm glad that I didn't die and fall off the waterfall. Alright, and there's some loot, which we will take, and go back to our mission, which was to find out, to clear off those, hello. Oop. Always take the loot, because you never know when you need random scraps of fabric. Navarez, Austria. Huh. Interesting. Tell me more. Let's loot this body. Masterworks Sturdy Bianca Grip schematic. Oh. We'll add that to our... We'll upgrade Bianca later. So, I can buy it, but I want you to tell me why. It's a former part of the Free Marches that conquered a bunch of stuff and has a long-lasting ruling dynasty. Yeah. No, I see it. And that would make sense. I suppose Antiva then must be sort of like a mix between Spain and Italy. I mean, it feels very Spain-like to me, but we don't have an Italy, and I feel like we would totally have an Italy. Oh, hey, bad guys. Let's kill them. I do so enjoy killing bad guys. How do you feel about fantasy settings copying existing countries, like creating Fantasy France and Fantasy Italy? Well, that's interesting. Have been members of the frequently militarily gifted Pentagast clan. Right, so we have a lot of which our Cassandra is a member, under whom alliances with other Free Marches states have been courted course to form a powerful confederation under Pentagast leadership. No, that feels very Austria. That feels very Austria to me. So, Paladin's question, how do we feel about... Oh, let's read this. A letter found on a corpse. Antiva's probably more Italy than Spain. It's plutocracy. That's fair. That's fair. But they seem to have some of the sort of like the Spanish dueling sort of codes and a bit of a Spanish cultural flair to them. But I think that you're right. So let's see. What does this letter say? She told us right and proper, son. 3 times around the crown statue, right hand close enough to brush the stone itself, and the spirits will listen. Everything else has been done. We slipped a silver to the chantry to save grandfather's body from the burning, and he's buried close by. 3 times around, always turning right, and the spirits will bring him back to us. Go now, and don't be afraid. First off, bringing spirits back from the dead is never a good idea, my friend. Never a good idea. So, what do we think about using sort of faux real countries? It was big into dueling, but had a different dueling style, right? I mean, the Spanish style was sort of they used sort of the circle, right? They were like a lot more geometric, sort of an upright posture. Well, whereas the Italian style, the Spaniards tended to be single. They would do a lot of single sword or dual braces, whereas the Italians did a lot with fairly aggressive style with... Are we... Oh, hey, it's a bear! With a lot of main gauche on the side. So it just seems a slightly different vibe. But I just think, it just seems like they're... Oh, gosh. A mix of the two, it seems. Hey, Iron Bull, you got killed by a bear really hard. Like, that bear just... you should take a potion. But the potion you have, yeah. Take a healing potion, my friend. That was... I know, right? Surprise bear! Okay, hold on a second. If you don't mind, what is going on right now? Oh, there's Mabari. I just feel like, we just walked into a place with... stuff. I want this. I don't even know. Here we go. I'm just telling you, we've got all sorts of things happening, and I don't know how I feel about it. Whoa! Hey, everybody! Why are there demons? What is happening? I just feel like there's a lot going on right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. We are just walking around like having a nice and a bear. We were just having a really nice sort of time, and all of a sudden there are bears trying to murder us. Okay. I just want to talk about using fantasy kingdoms in like fantasy country, what do you call them? Fantasy country analogs. That's what I want to talk about. People keep trying to murder us. So...
You are too modest, Cassandra, dear. To many, you're a figure of awe. You should make use of that.
I use it in the service of the Inquisition, when I must.
But you don't seem to enjoy it. You really ought to have more fun, darling.
How is manipulating and bullying people supposed to be enjoyable?
I assure you, there are few pleasures comparable to restoring order with one's own hands.
Oh my. Let me see where we're at with our map. Where are we? Okay, I see where we are. We still haven't gotten to that one place right there. The Spirit in the Lake. We just have to go there and check that out. Let us do that before we deal with whatever this is right here, playing with fire. Bringing the grandfather back? Such a bad idea. So we want to head back east a little bit, I think. So, here's what I'm thinking about sort of faux countries. I think it depends on how you do it and why you do it. I was thinking about the ways in which the Game of Thrones, for example, right, is basically sort of redoing the War of the Roses, adding in some different stuff, and like Venice. Oh, interesting. Calabria, very interesting. Here we go. Oh, we're back with our mercenaries. Yes, actually, my dad, his ancestry is mostly Sicilian, but also a little bit Calabrese. The Sicilians and the Calabrese did not get along well, but the more you know. Alright, so I think we're good there. So, oh, anyway, so... Yes, I think, yes, right? I think that's right. I think that's exactly right. I think that's... Yeah. I totally agree with you, Krellin. So I think that you can do it well, right? I think that there are ways in which you can use faux countries in ways that work well. I think if you have a purpose and a reason for doing it, like you're doing it because you want to say something and do some sort of a work, and I think that Game of Thrones does that. On the other hand, I was watching, I'm watching Foreververse on Geek and Sundry, and they're currently playing 7th Sea, and 7th Sea basically has all their countries be faux European countries, but it doesn't feel to me like they're doing it because they're wanting to say something. It feels like they're doing it because it was a little bit expedient, right? Like they want to actually just play in regular Europe, but they feel like regular Europe may not be as exciting enough for people, so they just give them fake names. And I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, that's interesting. But see, now you're doing something interesting with it, right? And I don't know. It just feels like all they wanted to do was just basically, you know, I don't know. It felt a little cheap. Place Blood Lotus. This might be bad, but let's do it. Oh, hey. A cool sword. Warlord Greatsword. Does this mean that Iron Bull will now become King Arthur? It's just a question I have. I don't know the answer. It's just a question. So I don't know. I just feels like the questions I think is it a way to basically avoid sometimes I feel like it's cheap. Sometimes I feel like it's well done. And of course I think in some ways sort of taking inspiration from actual historical places is great because history's cool. We can do neat things with it. Let's go and find out about the dead grandpa. But also sometimes I feel like they also use fictionalized versions of real places because they want to sort of engage in stereotyping. And they feel like if they did sort of really gross stereotyping and actually named it Spain or actually named it France, then people would be upset, rightly so. But if they say, oh, we're not talking about... Hey, dead body. We're not talking about France, we're talking about Burgundonia, and then you do all these really bad French stereotypes, then I think that's actually kind of not cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on how you do it, and whether or not you're doing it, like whether or not you're actually doing something, how you're doing something, what it's about, right? This is what I would say. Let's see. I think we're going to... Well, that's cool. We're heading towards a creepy statue to bring back the dead grandfather. Hey, side note, don't do necromancy. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Let's claim this cool statue. Oh, Saga of Tyrda Brightaxe, Avar Mother. 3rd stanza. Honey-tongued was Thelm to Tyrda, gifts of gold and steel to start. Wanted Tyrda's men for warriors, stolen tribe from stolen heart. Dema, I'm just saying, don't do necromancy, don't do it. Cold her tribe, the gold hand counseled, lean from winter's wind-knife chill. Be my bride and cross the walking, eat the gilded city's fill. Tyrda Brightaxe, fraught with fury, crystal axe head stirred to blaze, heeded well her leafed-eared lover, unabashed by lustful gaze. None shall break my tribe apart, not with demon words that kill. Fear my fury's fiery rays, dream words lie their thirst unslaking. Hey, Dema. Stop. I know, I'm ruining everybody's fun. I know that I am. Just don't do it. It never works out well. And I have to tell you, every single time I read one of these poems, which I suppose must be Avar, oh, what's going on with your parents, Dema? I've been away from Discord for the last 2 days, one because of work and the other because I was basically sleeping. So what's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. So there's a thing right here. And I wonder... So let's go to the right. I'm going to just walk around. Oh, actually, I think I have to go this way. I don't know what's going on with your parents. Ooh. I hope... something just happened. Oh. It's Grandpa! Okay. I will check Discord. Which Discord? The Legion or the Mafia or Hideout. Okay. I will check the Hideout. Got it. I will check to see what's going on. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's okay. Whatever it is, I hope everything's okay. Or getting better. But I will check and see what's going on. Anyway, I'm sending you good thoughts. We're in a location and I don't know what's going on, but Yeah, I think that's just... I think that delay is perhaps built in. Because I noticed a delay over on when Lauren is streaming as well, when the Chief is streaming, I sort of noticed a delay there as well. Not too long. But oftentimes I will get the message that the stream has ended when she's still saying that she's going to end the stream. So I think there might be a delay, like a 5-second delay built in to streaming. I think it might also be, I think you might be able to change it with, what do you call it? Preferences. I like to think of myself as a magic archer. Although I'm not super magical. I'm just mostly just archery. So they're more... So first off, I don't even know where we are. Oh, we're just heading this way. That looks interesting. I don't know where we're going to end up. It looks like we're going to end up in a place that seems exciting and fun with bad things. What is that? Oh, it's a Mabari, maybe? It's just good. We'll just kill it. It's fine. Oh, there's another one coming. That's good. Maybe not so good. It's fine. They're not bears. Bears are dangerous. Everything else is fine. This is the message. He was originally going to be a Decker face. That's how I originally planned him. But your character is a Decker face, Technomancer, so I feel like I just don't want to completely duplicate you. So, although he was originally a Decker face, I'm going to drop the Decker part and sort of redo the character sheet so it's just not completely the same. Let's see. We have some iron. No, I don't want to, I don't want to, let's see if we can get up there. That seems exciting. No, it's fine. I actually like making my own character sheets.
It can't properly be called a war any longer. It's a free-for-all. Mages against Templars against everyone.
But Technomancers, what they do is they do hacking, right? I mean, so functionally, they serve the same role. Yeah, so I'm gonna just drop the whole Decker part, because we clearly have enough Decker faces. Krellin, is Breach an elf? You know, I only made the character elf because we didn't really have any elves at the time. I think this was before, it was either before Maine revealed herself to be an elf. I was like, oh, we have all the, like, we just don't really have any elves. And so I was like, oh, I will make an elf. And now we're just, like, all over the place. If I could do it again, I would do something totally different so as not to overlap with other folks. Let's see. Biotech expert. Well, I will say, PH, I'm very excited that your character is quite different. I think that's, like, good on you, is what I have to say. So we're just going to walk into this camp, I think, and kill a lot of these people. Because I think that's just how that's going to go. And let's see what we can do. Ooh. Take a potion. What his... Oh. Oh, you mean, Buzz? I don't know. You know what? I should probably... Let's try one of our... Oh, I can't use a jar of bees. Why can't I use a jar of bees? Clearly not boring. Note that Breaches sort of had to be an elf by virtue of the player whose sister she... To play an elf. So, Breach is also an elf. Okay, so we have 3 elf-face Deckers reporters right now. Yeah. I will definitely take off the Decker part of this Seattle Street News elf and just get rid of that. If we have 3 elf-face Deckers. I feel like there's so many elf Deckers. I just... Like, really... I need to... Well, he killed everybody. I tried to use the bees, folks, because I thought it would be fun to see what it'd be like, but I did not... It did not give me the option to do so. UGE, something genetic... something genetic something or other. It's like anomaly, but it's not an anomaly. It's a something genetic something. It's... For me, it was just that we didn't have... we just didn't have any elves. So I was like, oh, well, I will do an elf because unexplained genetic expression. Like a UFO. Yeah, so I will just... I'm thinking about it. Is what I'm telling you. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do about all of that. Since so many elf-face Deckers all doing the same thing. Let's see. All right, so we're going to walk into this camp. I know, right? Although not exactly a goblin. Right now, I think it's a... What were the other things you called it? Nothing in a way that... nothing in a way that on the... yes, I think he's a Surge Dwarf. Yeah, that's right. Which is also... That's new and different, so that's exciting. I did not... RP it in a way that that is not undoable, right? Because there was a whole time period when there was just not a lot of RP going on, and so a lot of the stuff I was doing was behind the scenes, and so it's easily just ignored. That's not that big of a deal. All right, so we're at this camp. What do we have here? Oh, we can just keep going forward. Oh. How did it go? Was it in person? Was it online? Tell us all the stuff. Tell us all of the stuff. Give us the goods. Do not hold anything back. Breach is largely required from decking. She's got a permanent high lifestyle paid off, so she does things for fun. Play with Katie Remshin's group was awesome. Roll 20. Nice. Who were you playing? What was your character? They are 8 rounds in. 8 rounds in. What does that mean? 8 rounds? 8 rounds of combat? I had another guy join in last night. Oh, sessions. Okay. Because I was like, rounds? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we just killed a bunch of things. 1 round. That would be so sad. We've just finished 1 round of combat. Game over for today, folks. So, who are you playing? Tell us about your character. And are you using full SR or are you using Anarchy? And what I was thinking was that I'm going to go and make a I was making my character sheet in regular 5e rules, but I think what I'm going to do is make it an Anarchy, since I know they've been talking about switching over to Anarchy. They may not switch over to Anarchy, but I thought if that's a thing, I might do it. One round of combat. Yes, this is true. So you made John Wick 2 weeks ago for the movie, readapted to a standard session. Not... Pinpoint, Ex-Mafia, Hitman. AJ being on was great. You know, I haven't been able to watch the session yet because I was asleep all yesterday, but I am looking forward... Are we heading this way? I just had the map up and I didn't even process. We need to head... I almost guarantee that Corpsons will not be switching Anarchy because their entire donation scheme... well, I think that's also true. I mean, everything is based on... Yes. Yes, Krylin, that is true. I think you're right. But I thought I'd make an Anarchy... I know! And I'm going to tell you what. If I sleep, get up... have a appointment with faculty meetings. I had like a faculty meeting. I ran off, did that, came back, had lunch, came back to my apartment and was like, oh, I need to do lots and lots of work. And then I was like, I think I'll take a nap. And then I woke up and it was 10 o'clock at night. My intro was fishtailing my car, pulling out quick draw pistol and holding the party hostage. Why were you holding the party hostage? Were they upsetting you? So, shall we just go south? Should we do that? Let's just go south then, I suppose. Let's see what is over this way. I don't know. Fishtailing is when the back of your car sort of slides back and forth, sort of like a fishtail. I think it's because you're driving unsafely. I was driving in looking for a contact ganger to point me to another contact. Oh, something's going on. What's going on? Somebody is trying to kill us. It's you. Oh, hey, how are you? You shouldn't try to lone kill us, because we will destroy you. The party just got out of a 100-person war in a small town. A giant explosion of a semi filled with explosives blew up. Sounds... what is the tone of the game? Oh, hey, look, it's a rift. I think that's what we're looking for. I think... 50 orc troll ganger versus town. Yeah, it's good, right? That's a great move. I am a fan. Also... Let's kill some things, shall we? I'm going to do that. I think we can just do a little bit of murderizing. It's cool. Old West 2020. I think Mad Max with military gear. Alright. Let me disrupt this for a moment. I'm just going to disrupt this rift while we're chatting. So it's more post-apocalyptic than normal. Would that be accurate? Okay. I need to peace out and then disrupt this rift over here. Alright, so it's more of a... It's more post-apocalyptic. They drove out to the bad part of the Barrens Desert. Huh. And... Huh. So, are you all like cowboys and whatnot? Do you have like a real cowboy vibe going on? Or is it different? Small farming town near desert, super poor. Matrix services? No Matrix services? I want to know more about this. Like, what its vibe is. Let me see. Nothing more specific than that. Not a specific part of the world. No, they were city slickers in the first 4 sessions. Drove out on a lead. Oh, hey! There's something south and a little bit east. There's a mission there. Let's see what it is. Oh, hey! Somebody's trying to kill us. You know when I'm like, hey, I've got really interesting friends and they're telling me really interesting things on chat. That's great. And I'm just gonna stand around because it's cool. And then some super stealthy ninja tries to murder me. Very inappropriate. Are you going to sort of stay in the old western kind of a space? I feel like a bunch of bad guys just showed up all of a sudden. In a rude way. Currently assaulting an old military bunker with a ramshackle kind of ice beam cobbled together. Huh. So, folks, I think we're headed this way. I feel like they're bad guys, and we should kill them. Yeah. So, I want to tell you this thing that one of my students said that, alright, hold on, can I do the bees thing? I really want to try this jar of bees. And I want to see, Oh, hi! Jar of bees! There's a swarm of bees going on. I think that was exciting. Who doesn't like a swarm of bees, right? Let's kill this thing. Huh. Oh, so do you think you're going to sort of stay Old West, or do you think you're going to go back to cities? And, is there the Matrix where you're at? Jar of bees. I feel like there was a bee weapon in Bioshock, right? Where you could sort of shoot bees out of your hands. MGS3 comes to mind. Oh, so you're going back in a few sessions. Oh. I think it's interesting. Did I just get a gallstone? Creepy. There was, yeah, that's right. There was a bee weapon. Like, you shot it out of your arms, right? If you love seeing Deckers in low-tech environments, do you like seeing other classes in environments where they cannot use their abilities? That would be a question. Right, so like if you like seeing Deckers in low-tech... Oh, they're talking.
What does the Circle know about feed rifts and such?
Very little. No mage of the Circle had encountered anything like this before the breach.
Well, that's reassuring.
Saving a 10-year-old kidnapped girl, Jen experiment to mix resonance and magic that succeeded. I do. I like not all the time, of course. But making the brute do the talking is great. Uh-huh. Collect shard. We need shards. We need them to open up, all of our stuff. Let's see. Alright. We are now looking at... Where are we headed? There's a thing. I saw... Oh, look at that. We just totally missed the thing. We've got to head back, east. Sometimes... Oh, I can level up. Do you think I should? Let's head east. Or do you think I should wait? Because I feel like there's something exciting for us over here. By the way, we are just clearing out so much stuff right now. How awesome are we? Side note. This way? Maybe? Oh, hey, there's a gate. Looks promising. I don't know what we're going to find here. Oh, hey. Let's take this. A map of Farmland Cave. A map of Farmland Cave. Huh. Alright. Was that the thing? Was that it? Apparently it was. Hey, we've got a map of Farmland Cave. Maybe it will do something for us a little bit later. That's exciting. And we're going to continue on where we were, because there was a cluster of things down there. Paladin is going away! I can't believe it. I can't believe that Paladin is leaving us. I think that while Paladin is gone, we should all weep to make him feel guilty. Because that's not at all bad. Let's see. So I think we're going to get a bunch more shards, and there's a fortress. Our team, oversized troll with a shotgun, French face French face, no body, standard soldier, illusion mage, sniper, new guy, and me, also technomancer. What's a French face with no body? French face with no body. Interesting. Well, I hope that. So wait, wait a minute. How many players are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players. That's a big team. How does that go with Face, who is French, has no health? So 6 players, though, right? Is that correct? 'Cause that's a lot of players. That is a lot of players. Can we swim in this game? I don't remember if we swim or whether we just die. I think we might be able to swim. We can swim. Or maybe I'm making that up. I don't even remember now. I think we can't swim. I think we just die. But, let's just kill a couple people. Find out what's happening. There are a lot of people hanging out here. We're gonna kill them, though. It's cool. Do you all get enough RP time? I'm just curious. And you all are using Roll20, right? And how is that working? Give me feedback. Look at all that fire. It's so nice. 4 adepts, a mage, and a technomancer. Okay. Yeah, but all on Roll20 with Discord for voice chat. Really? Huh. Why Discord for voice chat? Are you not doing video? Give me more. Describe me more what's going on. I like to know how setups work, because one of these days, because I have been asked to run something for some friends of mine online, and I'm trying to gather as much information as possible about, all the possibilities, how things work. So does that mean no video chat? You're doing Roll20 but without video, and then using Discord. Is this correct? And then actually that easier to communicate and have logs. I have a question now. Sorry, I have more follow-up questions. What do you mean, have logs? If you're doing voice chat, the voice chat isn't logged, is it? Like, does Discord doesn't log voice chat? Tell me more about this. I want to learn. I feel like there's information that could be useful and interesting. By the way, this looks pretty cool, right? I don't know what it is, but voice isn't logged. But I assume that you mean that you're having a Discord channel where you're using also the written chat logs, I assume. I use Katie's only text-based, easier to check history compared to R20. So, okay, so there's voice chat, but not everybody is using voice chat. So people are using, so in Discord, in a voice channel, someone can also text in that voice channel? Is this correct? Through RNG on Roll20. So you're using Roll20, so let me see if I get this right. So you're using Roll20 for, okay, so you're using Roll20 for maps and die rolling. I don't know if you... First off, I don't know how this happened. These are things that I cannot tell you. But GURPS has a Discord, and they built in a die rolling mechanism as a command on their on the Discord. So you can... So as I was saying, yes. So we clearly don't have it in the Discords that we're hanging out at, but the GURPS Discord does have a die rolling function. Hello! Ah! I fell. Let's go back. So there is some way to have random die functions in Discord, if that is useful at all. We're going back up to this place, seeing if we can find other things. I didn't know that you could actually have text in the voice chat channels, because I've not really actually gone... yeah, I think you can actually program that in to... I don't know which way we should go. Let's go over here. I think you can program that in to Discord in some way. So, to set up because of initiative. Alright, so let me look through here and see what we have. Do you have Roll20 macros set up to count successes, Dema? Oh. Hey, you know what we need? We need... Oh, I've already spotted all these shards. I probably spotted them through some other means, because I don't think I've ever been here before. Alright, let's just look where we're at. I'm so distracted by all this interesting conversation, guys. I love it. Well, we're in this place. We're gonna go in here and see what's happening. We're also gonna be stealthy about it. These people, I will tell you, are a little dangerous. It's cool. Ooh, I can do bees. I cannot do bees. Maybe... Why can't I? I wonder why sometimes I can do bees and sometimes I cannot do bees. And I do not know the answer to that question. Your guy's built around pistols and initiative. Right, so you're wanting to play John Wick, right? Alright. So, let's, go in here? I don't know what we're doing. There's gonna be something cool in here, I think. Maybe. Gun kata to a scary degree. What is your character's backstory? His wants, his goals. Press. Oh, I don't think I need to do that right now. It's a lot of magic. Yeah, so what's your character's backstory? Like, who are they? What do they want? What are their, wants, needs, fears? All of that good stuff. friend died in an ambush from a rival gang family looking for revenge. Ah, revenge seeker. I don't think I'm going the right direction. I think, well, I don't know. Let's back out for a moment and see if we can find our way to... Maybe we can't. I suspect we actually probably can't. I think this is probably above us.
I'm curious, Cassandra. Why were you not at the Conclave?
Liliana and I were delayed returning from Kirkwood.
A rather fortunate delay, it turns out.
I'm not so certain. If we had only...
You must not blame yourself, dear. You have done all you could, and more.
Thank you. But I suspect I will be telling myself that for years to come.
I'm sorry. Guilt is like a bummer. Hey, you're finally back. While you were away, we weeped about how you abandoned us. Just so you know. Mostly quiet person, not the face, but better face than their non-faces. I didn't know that. It's sort of ironic, right, considering that she does not do well with text, that she would be text-based. It is true. Alright, we're gonna... there is... I feel like... Okay. Peoples, we are... You know what? I think I'm going to level up right now. And... Same thing as her text, apparently, or something. Huh. So let's see. I can level up my person. I am only person who doesn't use voice. Sabotage, subterfuge. See, I could do a little bit more. I could do a bit more sabotage. Those are my... What is this? Looked like it hurt. The worst mistake enemies can make is to let you see them flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regenerate stamina. Oh, that sounds like it could be very useful for me. Why don't we do that? It's also a passive, so let's do that. I need to, I do need to go back and up my shooty a bit more, but let's do a little bit of that. Just to, ouch. Ooh, can I do bees? I can do bees. I think I did it wrong. Did I just drink bees? Hold on a second. Oh, I think I drank a health potion and I meant to drink bees. I didn't want to drink bees at all. I wanted to hit people with bees. But, ouch. Hey people, don't be rude. I'm fine. Drink the bees! Right now we have... Oh gosh. We have an APC with a minigun and my car assaulting a concrete bunker with 5 snipers, 12 rockets, and 30-40 armed men. Congratulations. Oh, you know what? Hey, hold on a second. I'm not doing well health-wise. I just thought I didn't realize that, but now I did. I was dying. This seems like a super high-powered game. I gotta say, Pink Mohawk. My inventory is full. No! They tell me don't die. But besides that, standard game. I can't believe I'm so sad. I'm out of space? How can this be possible? how can I live if I can't just loot all the time? Especially since some of this stuff looks really awesome. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of inventory management. We're going to see what we can get rid of. Is it valuables we can usually get rid of, right? Because these are all just things that you can sell. So let's destroy the eagle feather charm. I know, I've got to sell all that loot. Alright, so let's go back and see how much we can pick up. Inventory full. Close. I can take that. So I need to get rid of... Oh, inventory. So, let's think for a moment about the phrase pink mohawk and black trench coat. I feel like people use them to mean different things. Sometimes they seem to mean, let's see, destroy, gritty versus female with a metal mon cyber jaw. So like I feel like sometimes people use pink mohawk versus black trench coat to mean cinematic versus gritty, right? If it's like big explosions, big power levels, then it's pink mohawk. If it's like low power levels and then it's black trench coat. But then sometimes it seems like people actually use those terms to mean cynical versus hopeful, right? And you can be cynical but high powered, or hopeful but low powered. So I just don't always know what people are meaning when they say when they use those terms. It's a little bit unclear to me, actually. Close. I need to get rid of something else. Wah. Sorry about the fact that my inventory is too full. You guys don't care. I care because I'm so sad. Destroy. Destroy. Yeah, so it just seems to me that the term is used fairly inconsistently. Let's have him... When I googled it, it was cinematic versus realism I found everywhere. Action-packed with lots of RP, beat black trench coat, gritty realism with consequences. I think it's a style the runners can adopt. Runners with pink mohawks are obvious and flashy and don't work in high danger, high intrigue, but the light dark sort of comes with it. I mean, high intrigue games, while runners in black trench coats are going to stand out amid a crowd of punks. I mean, but you can do high intrigue with lots of explosions. You can do high intrigue without lots of explosions. All I'm going to say is this. When I see people talking about these two terms, they do not always seem to use them in consistent ways. Especially since there's especially when people get judgy about it. Like, if you can tell that somebody thinks that black trench coat is better than pink mohawk or vice versa, the ways they define the thing that they don't like sometimes are very inconsistent, and I'm like, what is this all about? So, an unsigned letter. The Inquisition's growing presence in the area represents a threat to the operation. Focus efforts on discouraging any further exploration in the area, particularly any efforts to give comfort to the refugees at the crossroads. We cannot have people putting down roots here. Yeah, I think there are multiple definitions, and I think that sometimes they're actually also incompatible, because, I mean, whenever you have a definition, it's often, there's ideology in it, there's an agenda behind it, right? Let me loot this. I just looted... Oh, I looted that key! Now we can go into that cave! Ha-ha! A letter from the Carta. We hired your mercenary organization to facilitate this business venture, not add complications. In order for the Carta to extract the product without attracting undue attention, the area must be free from observation. If the fighting between the apostate mages and the renegade Templars is insufficient, your efforts were to dissuade refugees from exploring the area and interfering with our operation. We are meeting at our primary base operations in Valamar to determine the next course of action. At your earliest convenience, send representatives to the location marked to explain the situation and obtain new instructions. An unsigned letter found in a remote mountain villa. Combat is probably more fun in Pink Mohawk, so I might turn off the dark realism just for that. Although I suppose it depends on what you like, right? I mean, I suppose it also depends on how you're defining Pink Mohawk versus Black Trenchcoat. Yeah. because you can have gritty, realist combat that's quite fun, right? Where people... I'm looking at this quest map for a moment, because there's a... looks like there's a shard there that I'm looking for. Yeah. Ooh. Bad guys. You know what? I have this suspicion that I've leveled up twice, and this may not be true. And it is not true. Just, you know, in case you were wondering, I made that up because I wanted to, and it was all false. Yeah. Let's shoot him. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just saying that I feel like... Yeah. So, in GURPS, right, characters are evaluated based on sort of... You can have high point characters and low point characters. High point characters can do a lot more stuff than low point characters, etc., etc. But you can also have cinematic versus gritty, right? So there are rules that are specifically cinematic rules. There are rules that are specifically gritty rules. Oh, right. So you can have high-powered characters that are using gritty rules, and you can have low-powered characters that are using cinematic rules. So I don't automatically equate high power with cinematic. By Lauren giving the "Make the World a Better Place" speech. Yeah. This is also true. I do want to destroy that. Thank you. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, there's a lot of kidnapping of children. That's pretty not nice. And, ooh, loot that I cannot have because my inventory is full. So, I feel like I don't need this Ferald and Captain Longsword, so we're going to just drop it. I think it sort of depends on, like, what kind of... Were those children really suffering, though? Well, I mean, we have a lot of... Ooh, here's what I'm looking for. We have a lot of... I want to get this. Maybe I have to climb out this way. I mean, I am not under any impression that this is a pleasant world. I mean, I know that the people who play in Corpse want to imagine that their Corpse are all good guys, but it does not seem to me as if Lauren is making it seem that way. Pink Mogok style gives emphasized style over realism, allowing for things like big, bombastic battles where the lead flies thick in the air. The lead flies thick in the air, and with the right dice rolls, runners can perform actions that might not be technically possible in the real... My inventory's full, people. My life is so sad. Let's collect the shard. In reality. So, let's just look at our quest map for a moment. I think we need to go north to pick up those two shards. I'm pointing... Okay, by the way, you can't see me in real life, in the real world, but I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see what I'm doing, and you can't, because that's silly and ridiculous. Sorry that I'm being silly and ridiculous. Whoa. Ouch. Lauren implies that the corpse are evil, but never shows it, obviously, in my opinion. Make a lot of wisecracks during combat. And take a lot more risks because they know that heroes almost always survive in the end, even if they don't win. So now, see this? Okay, so we're again mixing up tone and power level, right? You could have a game where people sort of crack wise and have huge different kinds of massive battles. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, we'll see you later, Dema. I hope everything's fine. We will see you later. Where was I? Oh, right. So again, we're talking about sort of like tone, right? Right. Yeah. Right, but but see, the thing is, right, they're talking about, see, they're defining pink mohawk versus, their definitions seem to be all about, that is not what I want, pardon me, excuse me for a moment. Their definitions seem to be all about cinematic versus, basically, high power versus low power, right? But you could have a really, really cynical, lots of torture of children, high-powered game. And so I just don't always know. Like, you could have lots and lots of sex slaves all the time, and the murder of children all the time, and all of that happening. Yeah, so I just don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm also worried about the fact there seems to be a lot of things to be murdering right now. This makes me a little nervous. There are a lot of bears. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of sort of high-powered things that are dark, right? And there are a lot of low-powered things that are dark, but there are also low-powered things that are not dark. Yeah, so I just don't know. I'm just telling you that I do not know. Are we still fighting things? I don't want us fighting things right now. Is a bit more about cinematic versus realistic. Yeah. Yeah. Comes entirely from the karma level of the runners. Gang, I have... Alright, this is what we're going to do. Right now we're going to get rid of all of my valuables because I don't like not being able to pick up things. This is a creature research item. I cannot destroy that. But I also really... Action games focus more on gritty realism. Bullets and magic are much more deadly. The world is less forgiving of mistakes. And teams tend to spend a lot more time planning their runs carefully, infiltrating their target instead of busting in with guns a-blazing. I will destroy that, and I will destroy that. So sad. Everybody's...
You must see the value in restoring the circles, Cassandra.
Provided they fulfill their purpose. Too many have suffered since the Mage Rebellion began. But we cannot ignore the abuses that prompted it. Without change, we risk repeating the events at Kirkwall.
Or recreating its opposite. An overly lenient circle is a comparable threat. Kirkwall was lamentable, but it was the blithe misuse of power, not restrictions, that led to the first blight.
Different opinions on that one, eh? So look, there's a shard somewhere, and I want to get it before we leave. But I'm also thinking about, there are a lot of genres that are all about planning and sneakiness, like Ocean's 11, and that is in no way gritty realistic, but it's all about planning and sneakiness. I wonder if our shard is up there, in which case then I'm going to be sad. I suspect it is. We're now going to have to find our way, a way to get up there. It's fine. And my inventory is full again. People... That's a low staff. I don't think we need it. I really want this shard. But we're super injured. Life is not good for us. Where are we? We're... well, if Ocean 11 screwed up in the execution of their plan, jail and death would be the consequence. Right. That's true, but it's a very cinematic game, right? In the sense that there's a lot of wisecracking, there's a lot of style. It's nothing if not about style, right? So I just feel like these terms are very, very tricky, and I think that people are using I don't know. I just don't know. Let me collect this shard. It's here. I want it. Are people fighting? Who are they fighting? Did you just kill somebody while I was not paying attention? Why are you all fighting all the time? And there's a bear. Not good, my friends. Alright, maybe I can actually swarm of bees this bear. Let's do it. That might help. Very nice and forgiving to Infec. So, my friends, let's think about this. Where are we on the map? So right now, we are right here. There is a shard that's right there, and I feel like we shouldn't go until we can get that shard, because it's right here. I mean, we're not in a good space. We're not in a good space, but I really want that shard. I want it. I don't know how to get it, but I want it. You know what I think? I bet we have to go back up to that. I don't know. I'm facing the wrong direction. So that's one problem. Let's turn around and see if... Am I facing the wrong direction? Hold on. Okay, now I'm facing... We have to go south. South. And we also have to sell my loot. Oh, there's another bear! Stupid bears. Those bears are really dangerous, and, they ruin your life. And I can't even loot things. Alright, let's see if we can actually get to this shard somehow. I think we might have to go back. Yeah, if any of you... See, like, I think it's, they're bad news bears. I actually did. I got rid of all the junk already, and so everything else that's in my, everything else that I have is non-junk. I need to stop dropping off of things. Yes, there's just one shard, and I've got to figure out how to get it. Hello, Harlequin, Harlequin Gaming. Hello, Harlequin Gaming. We're trying to get a shard and try to find out a way to get to the place where we can access it. And I suspect it's... Well, maybe we can get there this way. They would not make it that easy. I think I have to go back up. You know what, my friends? I think we have to go back into the fortress in order to get there. Stupid fortress. Alright, back into the fortress. And then around. I know we tried the Truth and Justice. It was not there. We just have to get this one... Oh, wait. Paladin Hunk, it is your fault for not telling me I have to save. I blame you. We'll save right now. Because we're not in the best health. But it'll be fine. We're just going to go... oh my god, right? I know, we're really hurt, but it's right there! Right? The shard is right there. We can just... Like, we can see it almost. We just have to, like, get up there. We'll get the shard. Then we will heal. And it will be great. We will, I hope, to kill some dragons, with Bull. Alright, so, there's going to be a shard. We're going to find the shard, we're going to collect the shard, and then our life will be great. There are no dragons. Those are made up. That's right, there are no dragons. Alright, so how close are we to this shard right now? Shard? Okay. So, let's see. I think this is the way we have to do it. I think... Yeah. I'm worried a little bit about the drop-off because all of us are so injured. But... I know. you get by shooting yourself out of the catapult. I don't know if that would be a good idea. Just angle it. Maybe we can actually get there without a huge drop that will kill everyone. Maybe we can walk this way. Right? Okay, this is our plan. We're going to walk out the side, and we're going to get the shard, and then we're going to sort of deal with this loot problem that we have. Do you think there's anything interesting up here, though? Just looking. I'm just looking to see if there's anything interesting. Some onyx. So the healing, we don't really have healing spells, and potions. We're all out of potions. We've drunk them all, so that was a little unfortunate. We got into some battles with a bunch of bears. Bears are super bad news. They killed us a little bit, and we didn't die, but there was a lot of injury. And you know, it was a bad thing. We drank up all of our potions, and we have to replenish them at camp. But I don't want to go to camp until I can get this stupid shard, which should be really close. Like, there are 10 or 12 dragons. 10 or 12 dragons. I don't think we've actually killed any dragons yet so far. I think we have thus far avoided killing dragons. We saw a dragon in the Storm Coast, but we did not battle it. Propaganda. Okay, look, there's our shard. Look at this. We are on top of everything. Everything is great. We're not going to jump off of cliffs. I think we're good. I think we can get out probably this way without a lot of injury. Okay, why is your cat You know, I don't mean to say this about your cat, but cats do that. They can be super harassy. They, you know, they're that way. What kind of pro streaming is this? Something has gone terribly wrong. Oh, hey, let's kill that thing. And then we're gonna go, you know, we'll be fine. It'll be alright. We'll play a game of Who Said That? Try Propaganda, but if you want to know whether the Divine Galatea took ass on Sunday, this is evident. By the way, Harlequin, I'm looking at chat through PS4, so long, what's the word? Long messages get cut off. Oh, there are people here that I do not want to deal with. Where are we? Right, I just want to get to camp. So no worries about that. Alright, we're going to head north. Right, we want to just get to camp. And also, in case you want to know, I am super... This is evidently the place to find it. Well, Galatea is Greek mythology. We're getting all the people coming in. But that is not a Greek mythology quote. We're getting... Oh, everybody's health is low. Oh, it is. Huh. Well, that's exciting. I don't think we have that yet. I'm a little worried about everybody's health. Why more? No. Okay. Hi, everyone. We are super... Like, we're not in a good space. We're super injured, and, we're super injured. We have no health potions, and my inventory is completely full. Save. We will save. Just saving. Save! It is obscure. Alright, let's just, my friends, oops, wrong button. We are going to go right now. We're going to go and find our camp. We're going to be in a situation where we're not going to, like, on the edge of death, as we are right now. Do we heal over time subtly? It's a question I have. We need to just head north and a little bit east. Okay. I feel so bad for the entire party. I feel like I'm such a bad person making them do things that are unhealthy and dangerous while they're injured. Sad times. But we're gonna, right? But if you can travel to the camp, yes, we will be replenished. Here's something. Did Dobie Gray live a good life? I don't know. I know Dobie Gillis. Dobie. I know Dobie Gillis, but not Dobie Gray. How are we? We are camp? Oh, there it is. Oh.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. Hey, everyone. We can replenish our potions. I also, because, oh, yeah. Actually, I was watching it before Nick at Night was a thing because, you know, old. Oh, nice. Oh, I should probably replenish, shouldn't I? Let's do that. And let's re-equip our potions, so we're good. 70s. I don't know. If you had to watch Dobie Gillis and Nick at Night, then I think I am that much older than you. Prisoner cages, did we get them? We can finally make cages for prisoners. That's not creepy. Oh. No, I probably am not that much older than you. So I just need some Nugskin. The 70s, that's long ago for me. I was a kid in the 70s. I mean, I was alive, but I was a kid. Oh, we have a new requisitions. What would you like?
Word for you.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
What? Oh, more cages. Dobie Gillis ran from 59 to 63. Oh, yeah, no. I did not watch it live, but when I was a kid, before there was Nick at Night, Dobie Gillis just ran on reruns, right? Because, here's the thing. So, thing that I think is interesting, that you may not think is interesting, I think it's interesting. I ran into a woman I knew who was sort of like she was like a grad student. She'd sort of graduated. She was in one of my classes, and a bunch of us all went off to go and see the movie The Artist. I think that I can go to, you know what I mean? I'm going to go to Haven. Oh, but there's a thing right there. No, I'm going to Haven. I'm going to Haven. Yes. So, okay, I need your advice. Do I just go over there and do the Flowers for Senna thing? Just do it because it's right there, or do I go to Haven because I'm completely full up on my loot and have no space in my inventory? What do you think? It's right there. It's right there. I'm just saying. Anyway, we went to see the movie, and she had never seen. I was like, oh. I'd imagine that she'd never seen a silent film before, but she told me she'd never seen anything in black and white before, which sort of was a bit beyond me. And I realized that when, okay, and I'm not, okay, we're just gonna go over there and do it. We need to head east. Crossing fingers. It'll be fine. The problem is I just have no space in my inventory right now. Anyway, so before cable, because that's what we're talking about the time before cable. Before cable, daytime television was just reruns of the 1950s and 1960s TV shows nonstop all the time. And I think, and for me that sort of, and now once we get cable, basically you have to go to sort of specialty channels to get your old reruns, and so it's entirely possible to never actually see black and white television if you don't want to, or if you don't think to look for it. And so I just think that's interesting. You don't remember TV before cable because you grew up rich. Aha! That can't be it. We had cable... What are we looking at? We're looking at a bear. Yeah, see, I'm old enough that there was just not cable. So, there was just the time before cable. Oh, let's do this. I don't think I can do this right now. What am I doing? Oh, I think I've already taken that. Let's loot, which I can't take. So sad. A Dalish Hunter bow.
I assume that
doesn't look good.
Circle and wherever you live in Orlais, you don't get out much, ma'am.
Really?
Somewhat uncommon, yes.
Enjoying the great outdoors?
The next time we make camp, I intend to construct a bath. I will need you to find me fresh water.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, Krellin says that he cannot remember anything before he was 6. This brings up okay, we need to head west and north a little bit. So this brings up a question. This is a question I like to ask everyone, so you're getting this question from me because I like to ask everyone this question. Folks here, what is the earliest, how old is your earliest memory? Like, so how old are you? Mine is 2. I don't need to know what it is. I just want to know your age. Mine is 2. Krellin is 6. Other ones? Ooh. Oh, I see. Text on Senna's shrine. Senna, beloved, may your ashes be gathered by Falon Din and carried safely after all the long years you carried me. And I will place flowers. And then I can return to the widower. Because one of the things, okay, so I go back to 2, but I know, okay, so, Jer, here's my question for you. Did you move at any time? Because all the people I know who can remember back really young, like 2 or 3 or 4, usually had some kind of moving house. There was some kind of way in which they could designate that this was before 2 or this was after 2 or before 3 or after 3. So this is my question. Did you have some kind of moving thing that would allow you to place it early? So I think we've done all that. Let's go back to Haven and world map. Haven. Let's travel there and clear up some stuff. So this is the thing that so everybody I know who can remember really, really young has had some kind of thing where they could say, like, for example, I know that I was 2 years old, and the earliest memories I have because they were when I was in San Diego, and I was only in San Diego when I was 2. I suppose, but they're very random, and they're not things that people told me about later. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a couple of memories that were not things that people told me about, but things that, they're quite odd in some ways. Like, one, I remember running into an alley. What was I doing in an alley? It was in San Diego. I was a kind of a person that would often escape my mother's, Overwatch. Not for, not because... 3! Sell. Not because I didn't like my mom or anything, but because the world was really interesting, and I would just, run off and see things in the world. I think that this is going to be a bit of a problem about this loot, because I think I have to go through my inventory. This will be really irritating. Right, so anyway, I had escaped my mother's watch, and I ran into an alley, and there were these 3 older kids, Asian, and it was the 70s, so they had, feathered hair, and they were wearing these sort of, satin jackets, and they were lighting off firecrackers in the alley, but they were the kind of firecrackers that let off smoke, colored smoke. They were the kind of colored smoke bombs. And I remember sort of looking at this sort of yellow smoke and blue smoke and pink smoke and smelling the smell of gunpowder. and that's all that memory is. These kind of like really sort of impressionistic things that really sort of tie into senses in some kind of a way. So, my friends, we have an inventory problem, and I think that what I'm going to have to do is... Oh, there's Blackwall. Maybe we should talk to him. Let's talk to him.
Maker, look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
I will say that I was lucky, because my character is, like, you know, not embracing the whole, I am the big savior sort of thing.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
human.
Yes.
Blackwall looks so much like my dad. Oh. Oh. That's... Oh, I didn't even know Blackwall was romanceable. You should just walk up and close that... I know, I really should. Yes. At least you're honest, right?
Being upfront is better than knife ear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
Oh, well, that's a question. Oh, I want peace, I'm not sure yet. Some worship me, I like that. Not my character. Psychologically speaking, the brain develops enough to be able to handle long-term memory at about 3 years old. I want peace, I'm not sure yet. I don't know where I fit in all of this, so I'm just going to be honest and say I'm not sure yet.
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Indeed. You have a pink Valislin. A pink Valislin? I don't think I... Wait, what is this? It looks like there's an... Sorry. I didn't actually... Yeah, I do. I have the elf tattoo. Alright, so... Oh, that's cool. There was loot there. Didn't even realize it. But it looks like... There may be... What is in here? Valislin. Oh. I do. I thought it would show up on the... with a facial coloring better. So I've got a quest arrow. I suppose it must be him. If you romance Solas as a girl, he offers to remove it at some point. Oh, yeah, because he doesn't like Dalish. He's not into it. I've
heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Oh, alright. Tell me about the wardens.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Yeah, Solas and I have disagreed on the Dalish a bit, which I think is super interesting. What do the wardens do?
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we kill so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
That's really interesting, Harlequin Gaming. That's really... Can I just call you Harlequin? I love when these things happen. People wanting to remove their tattoos is so bad to me. Basically proves whoever told them not to get that tattoo right. The wardens, duh. You know, it's interesting. I think that that's not necessarily true. I think that one could have a tattoo for some part of their life and then not want it later. People change, right? I mean, I have tattoos and I like them and I can't imagine getting rid of them. But maybe if I don't know, if I were a different person, if I became a different person, maybe I would want different things. It doesn't mean that I was wrong to get them in the first place. You know, like, I suppose it's like this. Just because one fails doesn't mean that trying was the wrong choice, is what I would say. HQ, your role, my Blight.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
Let's find out more. Why were you traveling alone?
You haven't had contact with other wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
Yeah, I think that sometimes... I always think it's sort of sad to sort of say that just because something didn't work out, it was a mistake to do it in the first place. Like, if you want to sort of think about, right, like romance. Like, so maybe somebody that you date someone and then you break up with them, that doesn't mean you never should have dated them in the first place. I mean, unless they were like a horrible person. But I mean, like, you had an experience in a moment and that moment is over, and it didn't mean that everything was then pointless. You know, or just because people die doesn't mean that we shouldn't make friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I think so too. I mean, I think Solas is super interesting, and I really love. I mean, when Solas said unkind things about the Dalish to my Dalish character, I thought that was really great because, like, ooh, this is something new and interesting, and I'm getting a new perspective, and that's really one of the reasons why I even play. So let's find out where the Wardens have gone, by the way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
We can speak later.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
I feel like I do... Oh, so we have some artifacts that we should find. That's cool. Let's talk to him one more time, though.
Something on your mind?
Because I feel like we have more things to talk about. Oh, let's find out his thoughts on the Inquisition.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I expected more men, better equipment. You may have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Yeah. I have not played the Trespasser DLC. Should I get it? Is it good? Also, Arby's. Jir makes me laugh. That is all. No, I think they've done such a good job so far, and I feel like there's so much more that I haven't even gotten to in the game yet, and I'm really excited about it. Wars are won by men, by soldiers. Yeah, this is my first playthrough. Okay, well then I will get it. I will get it, and then I will put it in here. Wars are won in many ways. Oh, but this...
Force is not always the answer. There are plenty of other paths to victory.
But now Trespasser...
True enough.
Is an end of the game DLC?
One thing I will say about your men. They're passionate. Devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation. And you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
Oh, well, I will definitely get Trespasser. This is my first playthrough. It's a blind playthrough, and it's all about sort of trying to figure out, ooh, hey, there's more stuff. Right, so we'll do that last. So let's ask what he thinks about Haven.
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world, though, isn't it? Holy ground turned into a battlefield. Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
Oh. Hey, morning to Huds. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. And I hope you got a really good bunch of sleep. Afternoon. Yeah, it's a little bit afternoony for me. Right now, to Huds, we are back at Haven. We sort of ran around a little bit in the hinterlands, cleared up some stuff. Yes, it is really nice to meet you. I stream Dragon Age Origins every Saturday, unless I have to go to a conference or something. But it's my Saturday noon to 3 Eastern time first run through, sort of, and being a little bit thoughtful about like what's going on, what are we doing, why are we doing it, what are the choices we're making, and everybody here is it's a good crew of people that sort of hangs out here. I suppose I should ask what he thinks of my advisors.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Mm-hmm. And what about Inner Circle?
He must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day. That man knows all there is to know about everything.
This is true. We hang out in the Hyper RPG stream. Yes, in a lot of good. So a lot of us here, sort of watch the various RPG streaming shows off of Hyper RPG, and we hang out in their Discord, and it's just a good group of people, and everybody's really friendly and nice, and I like it. Should I try advisors again?
What do you think of my advisors?
Leliana seems nice, also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
I'll just say with spy masters aren't nice.
Nice doesn't make you spy master.
Yes, but why offend the lady? Let's go with nice. I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
Fair enough. More advisors?
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I'd trust him to watch my back.
We're all the nicest. I do not agree. I do not agree, Quan.
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Let's see, and let's try more inner circle.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
I fear for Cassandra sometimes, the way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
More inner circle?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day.
Yep.
That man knows all there is to know about everything.
Solus is not talking to me right now. Hopefully we can get more conversations out of him. Let's ask what he thinks about our cause.
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Who said that again? Let's see. So, does it know? I think that's fair. Let's ask about the thoughts on the war.
What do you think about all this trouble between the mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. Actually saw it coming. Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
Ooh, that's rough. That sounds like maybe it could be a Varric thing. Although I don't know if he's having children. I don't know. Ricardo Montalban said about the rich Corinthian leather. That's what he said. Let's have enough talk.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are...
Oh, Dragon Age Origins. Okay, hold on. Let me think. If it's Dragon Age Origins, ooh. Name my first child after you when it's grumpy. Ooh, Dragon Age Origins. Oh, now I'm trying to think of who could have said it. Oh my goodness. That's exciting to me. Master Dennett. Stables. We're going to talk to Iron Bull a little bit.
How's it going?
Oh, you've got nothing to say. Nothing to say.
See you.
Well, it's certainly not Morrigan, and it's certainly not, what's-his-face? The Chosen One. Not the Chosen One, our bastard, because he's super awkward around sex.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. Tell me about the Chargers.
Can we talk about the Bulls' Chargers?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Tell me of an interesting job.
Have you had any other...
It could be a Morgan line.
There was the time with the spiders. Big old beast had taken over some Navarran lady's winter estate, with a full season to lay eggs.
Ooh.
Hanging from the chandeliers, scuttling over the tapestries, webbing up the bath. Don't really have a story about it. It's just a lot of spiders.
Always spiders. See, I feel like it would have to be somebody sassier. Oh, the coon. Oh, did you really? He was, of course, I remember him from Fantasy Island. He was also in a couple of like earlier films, like his earlier sort of film career. We're gonna just see what everybody else has to say. Hey, Cassandra.
Greetings.
How are you? I feel like she has nothing new.
Tell me more about the Seekers?
I'll tell you what.
Oh. Well, let's see. Let me think. It's so funny, because I have to think about who that would be. I mean, everybody seems so serious to me in Dragon Age Origins. Oh, Kunari. And my soulmate. It's not What's-His-Face, is it? But I didn't think of him... I didn't think of him as, not Alistair. I didn't think of him as comic relief. What's-His-Face? Zevran. It wasn't Zevran, was it?
I've no more questions.
Alistair. See, I just kind of didn't think of Alistair as comic relief. Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Redcliffe wasn't always a refuge for mages. Some of our recruits have family there. They fear for the place, as do I.
Tell me about your colleagues.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Oh. Interesting. Oh. So what? Oh my goodness. No, it is fine. So this is interesting, right? So I played, a male playthrough and a female playthrough. No, that's not right. I played a male playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, and I played a male and a female playthrough of, Dragon Age 2. And I romanced Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins, and
I should let you get back to work.
The entire time I knew it was a really bad idea, right? Like, clearly this was not a good idea. One should not be romancing her. Yeah, right. Oh, they're good. Let's see. I'm heading towards up here. Yeah, and so it was just because so if you ever watch noir films and the protagonist always sort of falls for who is clearly obviously a femme fatale, who will clearly obviously go and betray you by the end of the movie, like I fell for it. I totally did. I could see it how it happened. Ooh, let's get rid of this mining equipment. Let's craft that. It's okay. Back. Oh. Oh.
That's what we need. Beans and bread, and I can keep everyone here fat and happy for as long.
All right. So let's see. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry about the breaking of the heart. That's terrible. You know, but you can find better than Alistair. That's all I'm saying.
It seems Blackwell knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
We will. I think I've asked all those questions.
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I just don't know who I'm going to romance in this game yet. Oh. That's fair. So yeah, I, at this point in time, have no idea who I'm going to romance. It's really unclear to me. I need to talk to everyone, all of my colleagues. Let's talk to Sarah. Ooh. Oh. Oh no. Ouch. 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 Solus breaks your heart so badly? Solus.
Lord Seeker right here. Anyone only thinks they need Lord in front of the name. That's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. Which first clue to a total arse. Fact.
I'm sure that's true. Let's see. I would never say that. I think she's great. Tell me about... I want to know more about her background.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Who... I'll say it's nice knowing other elves.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Oh!
Why not?
Well, maybe you're alright. But most elves are too... elfy. Like that's Solus, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
Oh. There's no value in tradition. You're saying get over it, just throw it all away. Ooh, that's tricky. Oh, Harlequin! HQ! Oh no! I don't know if I should go talk to him now. You don't want to be, like, broken-hearted. So I don't know what I'm supposed to say to Sarah right now. So let's think about this. So my character is Dalish, pretty proud of it. Sort of pretty, like, you know, Dalish separatist. So I feel like I should probably say there's no value in tradition, but I don't think that she would like it. But I think I'm going to say it anyway.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you?
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
Huh. Alright. Well, where are you from then?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden.
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Do fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
She's super evasive. That's fine. I can make evasive jokes too. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Hardy ha. What's funny, you? It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Alright, well, at least we can find out maybe who trained her.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Not typically.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence? Look, I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves. I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
You know, Sarah's interesting.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
I'm gonna... there's an investigation thing that I didn't do, so I just want to...
That's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
I imagine it would be weird, right? Let's investigate a little bit. Thoughts on... Ooh, opinions on our allies. I'm sure she's opinionated in the most outrageous way. Let's find out.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
Oh, ooh. Oh, nice. Good for her. Let's find out about Solus.
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Varric? She might like him.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Cassandra?
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's... Like, I don't know how many people you can romance. I don't know what's the option. I know that in Dragon Age 2, all the romanceable characters were sort of Schrodinger's bisexuals, as it were. I don't know. In Dragon Age 2, you could romance anyone... Well, of the romanceable characters, you could romance anyone regardless of your gender. I don't know how it is in Inquisition. I don't know. My advisors?
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her, too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Well, I know that I have the option to sort of flirt with Cullen, because I've seen it pop up. I just don't know if I want to flirt with him. And 4 episodes in a row where they don't make... So, Sarah is a lesbian, Josephine's bisexual, Bull is bisexual, Celis is female, Elf... Oh, it's Elf female only. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Let's see if there's anything else. Vivienne?
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows better.
It's interesting. I mean, Iron Bull.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
He makes me wonder about things. I mean, what do their women look like? Woof.
Blackwall.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
So I think that what I would say is, I know that a lot of people were really, really angry that, I suppose that's good for now.
We'll talk later.
I feel like there's more things I could ask her, though. So I know that many people were really, really upset. Oh, hey! Ionabine. A conversation in the circle where he gets all stammery and weird about his sexual feeling for Mage. Oh. Right. I actually think that's great. I think that it's awesome that there are people you can flirt with but can't romance. I think that you shouldn't be able to have whatever you want at all times. Let's find out about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
If you're playing a mage because of Cullen's past with them. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. What does your group do? Sometimes it's just fun. Yeah.
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
You pretend that's moral? That's not something my character would say. My character was a spy, right? So I think my character is a little bit loose in the moralness. So let's say, so you're also killers. Good to know what our resources are.
So you're vandals, thieves, and murderers.
If the marks are right, Arth, yeah. But maybe pantsing and clearing his vault do the trick. Embarrassed, the same as dead for some of them. Besides, assassin's a bard's job. No fun, that lot. They might clonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, so I have to tell you right now I have no idea who I'm going to romance. I just don't even know.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. Besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
Do you share the blame too? That seems too casual. Someone must be in charge. I'll just say that seems too casual. Seems less judgy.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Oh, yeah, it's tricky, right? Because, well, a bunch of people do random stuff. That does seem pretty scary. I expected people from you. Let's just say.
Where are the people you promised?
Yeah, yes.
be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
This is true. So I tried to flirt with Vivienne, and she was like, oh, no. And I was like, well, all right then. And I suppose it would have been a bad idea, long term anyway. So now, having been shot down by Vivienne, I just don't know. I mean, I've got to figure out who my character would actually romance. And I think it's not that easy to sort of figure out who it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I've got to think about it. Or I'm hoping that it will come to me when the time is right, that it will develop in some way. Yeah. Sometimes you play the games and you're like, I don't know if I should bring this person along with me because I think they're just going to disapprove. Do they even know what you do? So it's strength in numbers. Let's say it's strength in numbers.
So lots of little contributions add up in the background. Snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works, most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints. Mind you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
Alright, well, as long as it works.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
Alright.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, isn't it?
Q's also your weakness. I had to romance Meryl in DA2 and Alistair in DAO, so I guess Colin would be my DA life. So I wouldn't romance Meryl because she seemed too young to me. So that wasn't going to happen. Alistair, I don't think Alistair was an option for me in my first playthrough, which made me a little bit sad. I might have romanced him.
Good day to you, Harold of Andraste.
Oh, thanks. So I suppose we should talk to Solas. Okay, HQ, we're going to talk to Solas right now. I don't know. I think, but she comes off really young and super immature. We're just gonna talk to him, see how he's doing.
Hello.
Hello. He doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to talk to me. It's so sad. Have I spoken I haven't spoken to everyone yet, have I? There are people I haven't spoken to yet. I haven't spoken to Varric. I haven't spoken to Varric. I missed him. Even after breaking my heart. I know. And he won't even talk to me. I think it's terrible. Actually, I really feel like,
I want to know more about Red
I've already spoken to him about everything. Yep, nothing.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Oh, so sad. I think the reason Varric isn't wrestled is because BioWare knows literally no one... that's probably true. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if I would have romanced Varric. I might have. It depends on who my character was. I think some characters would have, and some wouldn't have. Hi, Vivienne.
Yes?
I want to help the Circle. Wait, do I? Let's investigate.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle.
Yeah, I think so too.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
I think I've actually already... what was the Circle like?
What was it like to live in a Circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique.
Yes.
And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
Fair. What about your experience?
So, tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Mont-Simard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
I don't know about all that. She's not going to respond well to that question, so I feel like I shouldn't ask her. Let's go with, wasn't the Circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
I wonder... See, I get a feeling that she doesn't date people who are not super, super high class. This is my feeling about her. Shouldn't you replace Fiona? I think that's a good question.
You lead all the loyalists. Why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand
Enchanter? Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
HQ, you're hilarious. Let's see. I suppose nothing else right now. And we should probably go see Josephine and turn in...
Tell Mother Giselle to examine all the wounds as I described.
And let's see what she's doing, what she's up to.
What may I do for you?
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
No! Oh. Your excellent hyperbole makes me laugh, not your sorrow. That's all. I only feel for your sorrow.
Dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about, do we?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded.
So no threesomes for you with Varric and Bianca? That makes sense.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
How about our warriors? But then again, I don't know. Maybe people might have a crossbow fetish. I don't know.
Loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
How about... I think we've talked about all of those folks. Let's try Iron Bull.
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
Oh, yes! Joffrey, totally! This is what I was thinking. I like that Ger just sort of reads my mind. Thank you, Ger, for reading my mind. Vivienne?
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
So let's, do you have any new roguish friends? Oh, what do you think about Sarah?
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
Alright, so let's go. It's fine. I know that I still have not dealt with my, inventory situation, but that's going to be, I think, a thing I do off-stream, because it's just going to go through, I have to go through every character, see if there's better gear that I now have gotten, and then get rid of all the other stuff, and I will do that after the stream ends, so as not to take up your time with just looking at lots of swords. But we have things in here that we can look at. Let's, see. War Council for the win, right? We have, a report ready. I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens. Messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Oh, thanks. That's awesome. Wonderful. I don't think we have anything else on the Orlesian side to pick up. So let's try over on the Ferelden side. There's a new one of these things that has just shown up. That does not look good at all, my friends. Not look good at all. Let's gather some coin. And what do we have here? This looks scary, my friends. Let's avoid it to the last possible moment. We have, so that's completed. That is dealing with the Templars. Completed, what is this? In Hushed Whispers. Oh my goodness. Shall we just, let's select it and see what it says. Choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Aha! Okay, so these are the two choices. We have either do this mage thing, or we can hang out with the Templars, which is this other side. Right, so this is the mage one. This is the Templar one. Let's read them both and see what our choices are. Choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under control of Magister Geryon Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Lavellan and the power to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Lavellan to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. Dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Recommended levels 4 to 7, that's fine. Hype is real for Domain Quest. And then, here we have Champions of the Just. Liliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince, coerce, and win over some of the Orlais' most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, traveling to Therenfall Redoubt and demanding the Lord Seeker deal with them or face the wrath of Orlais. The Inquisition has promised the Herald of Andraste as its voice in these negotiations. Yeah, I know. It's Nightbot. I've got to see if I can make Nightbot less aggressive. So here we have the choice. So here's the situation, right? We have to think about this. We can go and pressure the Orlesian noble families to make it so that the Templars work with us, or we go and try to save these mages from being enslaved by the Tevinter Imperium. And now I'm thinking about what my character would do, right? My character is Dalish elf, right? So sort of lives on the outside of society, and has to worry about Templars coming after Dalish mages, and is not a super authoritarian type. I think that if I had a choice between getting the Templars to work with us or saving mages that are currently enslaved to a Tevinter cultist, I think I would go with that one. Right? Like, I think that... Now, it's going to... I will tell you, I think that Vivienne and Cassandra will not approve. But I think my character would go and try to save those mages. You know, I think that's true. I think that if I were playing a different character, right? If I were playing a different type of mage, if I were playing a warrior, I think I would go with the Templars. But I think that how this character has developed so far, I don't think they would just let those people be kept under, like, enslavement. I just don't think that my character would do that at all. So I think I have to go and try to free those mages. So let's select it.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name.
It's an obvious trap.
That is true. Let's see. We need to stop arguing how nice of him Alexius made his move. Ooh. Well, all three of these are interesting choices. So, he is being all templey. We need to stop arguing doesn't seem like it actually does anything. How nice of him Alexius made his move. I feel like this one is a good one. Let's see, like a one that a spy sort of elf would say.
So, we've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
Hold on. We're not done yet. So, by the way, DA Elven language, that is awesome. I love conlang people. So what are we going to do about this? There must be a way. I don't think it's over. Let's get the Templars. We're not going for the Templars. We're not leaving these mages enslaved to a Tevinter death cult. That's just not going to happen. So we choose either there must be a way or I don't think it's over. I think there must be a way. I do. I feel like we can sneak in or something.
You can't just give up.
All the dorky stuff, HQ. All the dorky stuff.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Let's see. We can contact the Arl. It isn't worth the trouble. We need another way inside. I think it's one of these two. Contact the Arl or we need another way inside. Maybe we should contact the Arl. Right? I mean, he might know secrets.
Where is the Arl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerin to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Llewellyn, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
I will tell you, HQ, in a second.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Oh, I know him.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait.
Clearly, Cullen just does not want to do it. He's like, I want to go after the Templars. Okay, so I will tell you, HQ, I actually imported the world state from my previous games. So I did DAO, then I did Dragon Age 2, and so I just went to the what do you call it? I know, right? You can't talk through cinematics because you might miss something. So yes, I imported the world state for my last one. So because I like it, sort of imagine it being in one big sort of shared world. What do we have? I know, right? I know. He just wants to. Yeah. Oh, Cullen. So let's see what we have here. We have choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. That's fine. Redcliffe Castle, the mages who could close the breach are under the control of Magister Geryon. Oh, we read that. It's fine. We're going to confirm the operation. Oh, yeah. I can tell you some of them. First off, just so you know, HQ, I want to let you know, and this is you know how you still have this heartbreak over Solas and it's like still eating at you? I still actually have a thing that's eating at me from Dragon Age Origins. I played a Dwarven Noble, and I'm still mad. I'm still mad at that situation. She's like hanging out, right? Sorry, HQ. I'm sorry to remind you. We're going to confirm this, by the way. I'm just actually still mad about the fact that I got, that I was removed from my place of power and sort of ejected from Orzammar, and after the game was over and and all the dwarves were like, oh, we like you now, but you still can't come home, and everyone's, I was still bitter about it. I just want you to know, so much bitterness. Oh, Dorian has joined my group, but I cannot pick him, it looks like. Oh no, he's automatically in my group, and he's a mage, right? So let's have Iron Bull for some DPS, and I suppose we're going to have Cassandra for shield stuff, and let us confirm this. Oh no, crying in Elven. Yeah, I have to tell you, I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. No, I was a noble, right? And when you play noble, it's so messed up. So you're like the, I don't know, second or third in line. I think you're second. I think you're the second born. And you go off, there's a big thing, and basically the youngest brother, yeah, right. So basically, your youngest brother kills the oldest brother and frames you for it, and then you get cinematic. Hold on, cinematic.
Announce us.
The invitation was for Master Llewellyn only. The rest of you must wait here.
So here's where I am, right? So your younger brother kills your older brother, then frames you for it, and then you get ejected from Orzammar. You get sort of basically banished, and when they basically what they do when they banish you is they throw you into the dark, the deep roads where you just kill Darkspawn until you die. Like that's what they do with you. But they also strike your name from like all the history. They completely, but then Duncan saves you. You become a Grey Warden, but by leaving Orzammar, you can never go back, and you're basically erased. Your name is erased from the books, and you're like removed from your whole lineage and your life and all of that. And so you run off and you do all these great things, and I was thinking about it, right? So like my dwarf is fighting Darkspawn all the time, and so having the surface landers be all upset about it now, when they weren't upset about it when we were dealing with it, made my character a little bit bitter. Goes through the whole big thing, saves everybody, stops the blight, and in the end, like when you go back to Orzammar, they still don't treat you very well. And it still becomes like, who's going to take over Orzammar? Either your evil brother or this other person, and it can't be you because you've been struck from the your name has been struck, which I was still bitter about because I would have been a great leader of Orzammar. In the end, I put in the other guy, Harrimont, and at the end of the game, they're like, "Oh, we're so glad, we'll be nice to you now, but you still can't come back." And so having my character do all this to save the world for all the surface worlders and everybody, but then never be able to go back home again, was really heartbreaking. I mean, everybody else got to have a happy ending, right? But I didn't get to have a happy ending, sort of in that way, because what I had wanted was to go back to Orzammar and to come home again, and I never got to be able to do that. Yeah, I went with a good ineffectual mentor. I was not if I had been somebody else, maybe I would have gone with the evil effective brother. But yeah, there was no way I was gonna pick my evil brother. That was never gonna happen. I know, it was well played, BioWare. I was so impressed. I was like, BioWare, what a good job you did for making that was really well done. Good job, BioWare. So the rest of you must wait here. And I'm just going to go with they go where I go. That's it.
Where I go, they go.
Side note, sad that I've not cleared out my inventory, but I will just have to do that when I can. Ooh. Hey all. Right? That's exactly how I feel, Kron.
Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
I feel completely the same way, Krellin.
It's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers
over
to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
I totally agree, Ionabeam. If there's one thing, I will tell you, what you just said, Ionabeam, I'm going to say it, Ionabeam. Yeah, I have to tell you, I I am so impressed with BioWare making me make choices that I don't want to make, or making me make choices in character that I, outside of character, would just never have made. Like personally, I would not have romanced Morgan in real life because she was a bunch of bad idea, like clearly a bad idea. But then my character did and just did not break up with her, even though I knew it was a bad idea. Bad idea. Yeah, so that was like a moment. Did she have sex with Alistair to have the demon baby? That's what happened, right? If you're like a female warden, she has to have sex with Alistair to have the demon baby. So anyway, I just love the fact that BioWare did such a good job in Dragon Age to make me make choices that I just wouldn't, that either I know are bad ideas but I do them anyway. Oh, thank God, baby. Oh, yeah. So actually, so with me, actually, she and Morgan and I had the God baby together. I didn't die. She had the God baby, then she just like left. She's like, "Have a God baby, bye." And I was like, "Oh," but I thought we had a thing. I thought Morgan, you and I, we had a thing. And she's like, "Bye, nope." And I was like, "Oh man." I like to think that I just hate canon endings. Like the idea of there being a canon ending and versus non-canon endings. I don't like it. It's not my thing. I think that every ending should be sort of valid in certain ways. Anyway, I should find out what we're going to say to this guy. Perhaps we should include her because you simply ooze trust. We're going to include her. We're going to argue for her inclusion. I know, I was super used.
If wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
I feel like DA is a little different from Silent Hill.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
So, like, fewer pyramid heads in Dragon Age, I think. Ooh, what am I going to offer in exchange? I know you want me dead. Let's talk about time magic. Tell me about the Venatori. Nothing. We have connections. Yeah, I know. Is super used. Krellin, you're the best right now. Oh my goodness, both of you two are people that I'm loving right now. So what are we gonna do? What do I offer in exchange? So I'm feeling like saving the world. You shouldn't get stuff in return for that one. You know what I mean? How about if I poke him a little bit and say, "Tell me about the Venatori." How about that? Let's be a little provocative. That sounds fun.
Actually, I hoped you could tell me about these Venatori I'm hearing so much about.
Now, where could you have heard that name?
I told him.
Ooh.
Felix, what have you done?
Ooh. He's concerned about you. I feel like I should sort of play on, right, familial feelings. That's good.
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand.
Ooh.
And you think you're in control.
Ooh. Harsh.
You're nothing but a mistake.
Ooh. Yeah, it sounds like he killed the Divine. Let's ask that one, shall we? Let's just go right to the heart of the matter.
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Ooh.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Oh, gosh. Not Silent Hill, my friends. Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. It's always blood mages. Let's just ask who the Elder One is, shall we?
You serve? The one who killed the Divine? Is he a mage?
Soon he will become a god.
That's never good.
Make the world bow to mages once more.
No.
We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No. It's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
No.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Oops. Oops!
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
No! Ooh! Uh-oh. Hey all. That seems fine. Oh. It's all good, right? I mean, that didn't look dangerous or bad in any way. Ooh!
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
We discovered... Hold on a second. We have to pause. Solus breaks my heart and scatters pieces all over the Fade. Fine. Dorian is gay and I want him to be my rebound. That's fine. But steal my cat and I'll reboot Corp. Yeah, no, you have to... So wait, first off, it's just me and Dorian. I feel like Dorian has not been leveled up. Can I level him up in the middle of a battle? Because I'm thinking that... Yeah, he's got like 13 points to spend, right? And I feel like we should spend them. Oops. So we have Storm, Inferno, Winter, and Spirit. Spirit lets you bring people back from the dead. So what do we do about leveling up this guy? What do you think? Should we do some Spirit? Should we do Spirit Storm? What do you think? So, Solus is super spirity, and I think I did lots and lots of Winter on Vivienne. Should I do Storm? It should be. That's why he looks so good. He never ages. What do you think? I mean, being able to... For a reason unknown to you. So since it's only he and I together, maybe we want some Spirit stuff, because, oh, it looks like I cannot spend points right now. Okay then. We are going to try to do this battle without him leveled up, and without him having any magic at all. That sounds really good. Okay. Well... that's not good, but let's, ooh, not feeling good about this one. Let's do it. Maybe they're not super hard to kill. I don't know. But, oof. Yeah. Okay, we did it. We did it.
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
Oh.
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Oh. Okay. How... Ooh. Yeah, what? How far?
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we?
Once you see me...
See where the rift took us. Then
we
can figure out how to get back. If we can.
You will note that I actually have a mustache very similar to Dorian's, except that it's slightly different. But I also am rocking a handlebar. It's either gay or hipster. One never knows. So let's investigate. What was supposed to happen, do you think?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time
Yes.
completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I countered it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Makes sense?
Mage Freddie Mercury. I like it. Mamma Mia, let him go. Let's investigate a bit more. What about the others? Freddie Magery.
Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Puns! Okay, so HQ, you would really, really like Lauren Bond's streams. She's the GM for the Shadowrun game that runs on HyperRPG because there's a lot of puns. Lots and lots of puns. Do you know this Elder One?
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
Oof. Lauren Hype, what if we... I hope you have a plan. Let's go with that one.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts. Like little jewels.
I'll stick with you guys. I'm having some... Yes, right? So, is that Red Lyrium? Ooh. Let's see if we can loot and then save. Let's see if we can save. Because I feel like that really needs to happen. Oh, with a prison key. Never bad. Save. We can save. So good. And I think we need to level up. We need to level him up. Yes, actually, it is 3 hours. It has been 3 hours time. It is the end of the stream. So here's what it is, my friends. We're going to stop it here, and next Saturday at noon Eastern time, we will pick up and find out if we can escape this future castle, past castle. Yeah, Red Lyrium in a mage basement. It's not good. I feel like there are only bad things going to happen about now. So this is Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and this is our Saturday Dragon Age Inquisition stream, and I'm probably going to start a Thursday, hopefully. I don't think I can do it next week because of ridiculousness, but maybe in 2 Thursdays I will do, the gods will be watching. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. Sewer levels. So I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys are wonderful and awesome, and I will see you all next Saturday, and or on various Discords around time. So thank you, everybody. You guys are the best, and have a great weekend. Yay! All right, bye, everyone.